Yo, what's up everybody, it's Peace. Welcome to another video. Let's just get into it. I showed my deck profile and a couple of generic combos with Altergeist incorporating the Fiendsmith package yesterday. And then now I'm going to be showing you guys the test hands for this deck. I really do think that you guys should check out the duels because you're not always going to go up against zero disruptions. So you're not always going to get to see the full potential of your combos. It's important to know the lines and whatnot. That's a great basis, but you do need to know how to interact with your opponent. So make sure you check out those duels. I promise you won't regret it. There's some really good content in there this time around. But I will be showing you some test hands to give you a feel for it, and I'll be able to describe what I'm doing and why I'm doing it as I'm doing it. So without further ado, let's just get into this. This deck is sorted from the deck profile, so I will need to power shuffle. Probably should have done this before. Very sorry for that. My little brother and I used to call this power shuffling. Or no, super shuffling? Yeah, I think it was called super shuffling when we were kids playing Pokemon. And then eventually we got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Alrighty. Okay, let's see what our starting hand is. Ash, Illusion of Chaos, Fiendsmith Sanct, Wanted, and Fiendsmith Engraver. So, you might see this and think, this is not an Altergeist hand. You're not playing Altergeist at all. Well, let's see if it is an Altergeist hand. We're assuming no disruption. So let's go ahead and start off with Wanted in the draw phase to play around Droll and Lockbird. Add Diabellstar, the Black Witch, to your hand. Resolution anything. Your opponent may try to Droll you. You kindly remind them that it's the draw phase, and they cannot activate Droll and Lockbird during the draw phase. And now you have knowledge that they have a Droll and Lockbird. That's not malicious in any way. It's just asking if they have like a Perulia or a Fualos on resolution. A lot of people will just trigger Droll, but make sure you specify that that's in draw phase if you have access to the Azamina package. If you're just here for Altergeist stuff, I apologize. All right, so with this hand, we want to draw as many cards as possible. The really cool thing about the Fiendsmith package is that you have access to Necrocrypt Princess, which can draw a card, and then with the Azamina package, you have Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils, which can draw a card. So I'm pretty sure with those two draws, we may end up entering into Altergeist territory, and then plus, later on in the combo, we can search our Magician Souls and actually draw further cards with some spells and traps if we have any extra, which is really nice. So we're going to start off with Fiendsmith Sanct, special summon a token. Link the token into Fiendsmith's Requiem. Activate Requiem to special summon from deck. Special summon Lacrima. Activate Lacrima to dump a copy of Fiendsmith Engraver. Activate Fiendsmith's Requiem to equip. Contact Fuse for Necrocrypt Princess. Activate Fiendsmith Engraver to search. This will allow you to search your deck for your trap card Fiendsmith in Paradise, but also it'll help you trigger your Necrocrypt Princess to draw a bonus card. And if it's not an Altergeist card, we can just, if it's like a spell card or something, we could just send it away with our Fiendsmith in Paradise to draw 2 cards. Remember, we're doing this all without our normal summon right now. So we're going to draw our bonus card off of that. And it is a Silquetus, not what we wanted, but it is an Altergeist card, so we're playing Altergeist. It's at this point that you want to make sure you check for Nib. Sometimes I'll start off with my Diabellstar combo if I don't have a way to get to the Fiendsmith cards right away and make Moon of the Closed Heaven. So I'll save this right now to make sure that my, hits the board. So I'm going to actually Engraver, put back the other Engraver to special summon it. Now, you could get really greedy here if they don't nib you, because this is the nib check. What I see in this hand is an opportunity to plus really hard. What you can do is you can Requiem on your Engraver, since, oh wait, I am so dumb, I already used that, never mind. All right, from here, gosh. All right, from here, I'm gonna overlay for the DDD Wave High King Caesar. All right, so that's our 2 disruptions already. Locked in, loaded. Now, we want to see if there's anything cool that we can ditch off the Diabellstar. So I think it's at this point that I'll Illusion of Chaos. Now, remember from the deck profile that I said that you can put back bricks into your deck and then just send another copy of Diabellstar, you don't need to put the Illusion of Chaos back on top of your deck. And I think that is probably a good thing, because I'm not trying to normal summon Silquidus here. I could just put the Silquidus back on top of my deck. So now it's in the deck, and I can summon it off of Faker later, which is really useful. It's really good to put back Malwisp off of that. But how are we going to summon our Magician Souls, Papa Pisai? I'll tell you how. Activate effect, paying cost. We're going to dump another level 7 or 6 or higher spellcaster. Level 6 or higher spellcaster? 6 or higher spellcaster, so it can work with, what's it called? The, what is that thing called? Dark Magician Girl. You can dump either Diabellstar or Imseti. I think we honestly dump Diabellstar here, because we want to be able to draw into our Imseti off of our Illusion of Chaos or our wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils, which can let us actually, what's that thing called? Plus, super hard. It can let us get into our Altergeist cards. So now, we're special summoning the Magician Souls by dumping the Diabellstar, and we still have not normal summoned. I swear this is an Altergeist deck. Now, we want to see if we can draw into another spell or trap to send off Magician Souls that we don't need. So I'm going to actually Diabellstar here, ditching the Illusion of Chaos that we kept in our hand to summon the Diabellstar, the Black Witch. Activate effect set from deck. So notice that this deck just thins itself constantly. So we can set the Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Then we can go ahead and activate it, sending the Diabellstar, tributing it, to add Hallowed Azamina. From here we can go Hallowed. We can reveal Mu Restiolago, send a Deception to special Mu. Mu on summon will add the card that we're missing. So Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morion, which is the Book of Moon, which is crazy. Now, now you have access to the Wanted draw. So now that our deck is all cut, we're going to go ahead and activate Wanted. We're going to put back Deception, and we're going to draw a bonus card. So this is the second bonus card we've drawn. And it's an Imseti. Isn't that great, guys? That's why we didn't dump the Imseti. So this is kind of tough since I want to use the Magician's Souls. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send the Paradise off of the Imseti to draw that bonus card, and then I'll send other spells and traps with the Magician Souls, maybe even the King Sarcophagus. So I'll activate Imseti here to actually search out the King Sarcophagus and draw an additional bonus card. So now we've drawn, I believe, 4 cards, and we're not done drawing yet. I don't think. Maybe we are. Bonus card and another engraver. You know what? Sometimes it just doesn't work out, guys. But don't worry, we have even more consistency. We're going to go King Sarcophagus. We're going to send the extra engraver that we don't even need for our Happy. Now we can special Happy. And then we can special Imseti. Imseti Spaghetti, baby. Then you can overlay it for your copy of the Zombie Vampire. I swear there's Altergeist cards in this deck. I will attempt to activate the Zombie Vampire. Let's get rid of the Happy, I guess. Now you get to see what your opponent's on, and you can banish their stuff with SP Lonite, which is really crazy. Because you have these 2 monsters that you don't even need right now. Just link them away, banish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunate, guys. So we're just going to honestly summon the LZ. If you use it as Synchro Material, you get to search for any Sinful Spoils card, which would be really broken here because it gives us another spell. But unfortunately, our main target for this is the Imseti, which we've already used. So we'll just summon that out. Now we just have a bunch of extra bodies. I think we can set up our negate here. Oh, wait, we have one more avenue. I'm going to activate Magician Souls. I'm risking it for the biscuit. I'm going to send Morion and King Sarcophagus to the graveyard to draw 2 more cards. 1 and 2. That's hilarious. This is technically a disruption. I just need to get the Silquidus out of my hand. Oh, which I can do by normal summoning it and then linking it away. Okay, so this actually works. So we do get to end on some Altergeist cards. I really wish I could Synchro Summon with this, but I need 1 more level because I've got 7 levels of Dark and then 2 levels of Light. I would just need 1 more level of dark or light to be able to synchro summon into a Chaos Angel and then search another spell for my Azamina Ilia Sylvia. But before I link off my Murcielago, I'm going to set my Sinful Disposal Slumber Mori into my field by using its own ability. It's banished when it leaves the field. Then I can go ahead and... wait, I've got extra engravers. Do I have enough for that? Yeah, I do. All right, so a really cool thing that we're going to be able to do here is actually link off... Doesn't really matter. These two for a copy of Moon of the Closed Heaven. Then you can link these two off for Fiendsmith's Sequence. Then you can actually Fiendsmith's Sequence here, putting back your Moon, an Engraver, and your Requiem. So really being able to recycle your engine very powerfully here for Fiendsmith's Desiree. Now, keep in mind we kept Lacrima in graveyard. This is where an Abao would go crazy, because you could normal summon this and then link these for Abao, but we just don't play that card. What level is Desiree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unfortunate. All right, so from here... Yeah, that's super unfortunate. From here, I think we just... We can make Ignumde, and then I think we can make SP, right? Yeah, there's no other way to do that. And then we would just leave the LZ on the field. I kind of don't want to leave a zero body on the field just chilling there, because we already outed our way to get Imseti back on the board. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. But I want to be able to abuse the layered interruptions of a Lacrima in the graveyard because we have the DDD Wave High King Caesar to protect it from a Bestial top deck. So I think we're always making the Ignumde, and then we need the Silquitas in the graveyard. And we would honestly prefer the Ignumde in the graveyard. Our Desiree will be able to be targeted, but I think it provides very interesting layered disruption. Now you SP Little Knight, banish something from your opponent's graveyard, you set the manifestation. Now, what do I mean by layered interruptions? We have Ash Blossom and Joy Spring in our hand. That's one disruption. Two disruptions in the form of manifestation targeting the Silquitas. At any point in time, you can use Silquitas to bounce the manifestation to your hand. This will go to the graveyard and bounce a card on your opponent's field to the hand. We also have the SP Little Knight banish ability. You can even banish the LZ of the White Forest if you want to protect it for some reason and keep it for next turn. You have the two negations from the DDD Wave High King Caesar. You have the Book of Moon for a special summon monster. And at any point in time, you have Lacrima return itself into the deck to special summon Ignumde. Ignumde target Desiree to special summon and equip. And then you have another negation in the form of Fiendsmith Desiree. And if they do happen to out this, you can, send a card back. Also, something that we forgot to do last turn is to use Hallowed Azamina to return Murcielago to our extra deck and add it back to our hand, but that doesn't matter because this has to send to graveyard, and this is banished when it leaves the field if it's put on the field by its own effect. Field to the graveyard. Yeah, it has to go to the graveyard to summon. All right, so that was the first test hand. Very sorry that it didn't have any super duper Altergeist cards, but just know that I play all these other engines in order to increase the consistency. So we were able to see Silquitas twice, which is a one of, which is unfortunate, but we're going to see if this next test hand will fare a little bit better. And if not, I'll just shuffle again and try again because I want to show you guys the Altergeist portion of the Altergeist strategy. All right, we got Ash again, spell card Monster Reborn twice, which is a hard one for return, Wanted, and Imseti. All right, the Imseti saved the hand. All right, we're going to draw phase Wanted to play around, draw on Lockbird, add the Diabellstar, ask for anything on resolution, go standby phase. main phase 1. I think we're going to start off with Imseti. I'll pay cost, sending one of the spell card Monster Reborns, which is a hard once per turn, which will allow us to add a copy of our King's Sarcophagus, and then we'll draw a bonus card off of that. I'll have my lovely assistant cut my deck in half. Thank you, lovely assistant.
Do I do this?
Yeah. All right, and then now I will draw my bonus card. Illusion of Chaos, wonderful. Okay, so here we can, I think it's best to just do that. I'm gonna King Sarcophagus. Playing around Bestials, you special summon the Imseti first. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and send one of these cards to the graveyard in order to send a Happy. I think it's gonna have to be the spell card Monster Reborn, which is really unfortunate, but we're trying to combo here. So this is going to actually dump the Happy. We're going to special Happy, and now we get to see what our opponent's on, or bait their infinite impermanence before we go Fiendsmith or Azamina combo, which is what I really like about this engine. So we're most likely going to hit an Altergeist cards off of this. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Happy to mill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did mill an Altergeist card, but once again, it's a Silquetus. What is wrong with this deck? I mean, this is normal. We have the failover in graveyard that we can banish to add back the Silquetus, which is kind of cool. So I think it's a no-brainer to summon Elzet here. All right, unfortunate. But at least we got the Simple Spoil Slumber Morian in graveyard. All right, we might want to add something back from our graveyard to our hand other than Silquetus later on in the combo. So I'm going to leave that there for now. All right, so that was really depressing. What we're going to do now is activate Illusion of Chaos. This time, I think we're going to actually put it back to add the copy of Magician's Souls. So put the Illusion of Chaos back. Then we can dump it to graveyard as cost to special out the Magician's Souls. Now it's at this point that I think... Oh my gosh, I forgot. We have another bonus draw. All right, so we're going to do this a little early since we actually milled a Sinful Spoils card. We're going to actually banish the Wanted to put back the Slumber of Morian to draw a bonus card. And it's Altergeist Revitalization. You know what? This deck just does not like me. All right, that's fine because now we can use Magician's Souls. We'll send Revitalization and Sarcophagus to draw 2 more cards. 1 and 2. Broken. We have full combo, guys. I did it. Oh my, I'm so excited right now. I cannot believe I did it. I did it. All right. So that's actually insane. What I'm going to do first is kind of funny. I'm going to ditch the Zombie Vampire for the Diabellstar the Black Witch. Then I'll activate the effect to set from deck. I'll set the Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Now, this will let us go full Azamina combo, and then on top of that, we'll go full Fiendsmith combo as well, and then we can go full Altergeist combo, which is really great. All starting with the Horus engine. But I wanted to take note of something that I couldn't do in the first test hand that I did. It's at this point where I can use 3 monsters to summon a Light and Dark Chaos Angel and trigger the effect of Elzet of the White Forest to search a spell. That will just leave a body on board that I don't want to get rid of, and then I won't be able to go full Fiendsmith combo without using Altergeist cards. The way that it's currently set up, I can go full Fiendsmith combo without using Altergeist cards, which means I just wanted to show this off, that you can synchro with these and then use, since you don't even have any tuners, and then use this ability to search another Sinful Spoils card from your deck to your hand. This rarely comes up, so I just wanted to point out that that is an option. Light and Dark Chaos Angel is underrated. This card is insane. So from here, we can go ahead and activate our Deception of the Sinful Spoils. We can go ahead and tribute our Diabellstar to search out our Hollowed. This is the other search target for your Deception, which can allow you to get back into your engine if you get Dominist on your Hollowed Azamina. So that's just a little side note that I always say when I play this engine. So where is the Hollowed Azamina? There it is. Now at this point, you can go ahead and Hollowed, reveal Murcielago, send, special, search on summon. You're going to get that Morian that you already put back into your deck, back to your hand, because we are just broken like that. Boop. Next, we already used this. I think we might leave the LZ on field again. We're going to link these two away yeah, we were just one level away once again from getting that off. But no, we must go Fiendsmith combo first. All right, Moon. We're going to link Moon off for Requiem effect, special out Lacrima. Any day now. Lacrima effect, dump Fiendsmith Engraver. Now you know we're going DDD. So Requiem, target Lacrima, contact fuse into the copy of Necroquip Princess. Then you can use Engraver's effect, put Moon of the Closed Heaven back to summon out the Engraver. Then you can overlay these for the DDD. Now you're safe to go ahead and attempt to activate the Altergeist Azamina to put back Murcielago to add it back to your hand. So a lot of the times I used to use this before, and then while I have Moon on the field, I summon out the, I put that back and then summon out the Azamina Ilia Sylvia before going full Fiendsmith combo. You can go either way, and there's benefits and drawbacks to both. The benefits are that you get to have your disruption up before you go full Fiendsmith combo to basically guarantee your Fiendsmith combo goes through, but they can always nib you on the activation of the Altergeist Azamina, and then you no longer have access to the Fiendsmith cards. But what I found is really good, this format, since there's a lot of Bestials, is you do this later. Because when you're targeting your Murcielago, that will prevent you from using your Altergeist Azamina for the rest of the turn, because that's a once per turn effect, and since you didn't return the Murcielago, you don't get to add back the Altergeist Azamina. The DD Wave High King Caesar can actually negate your opponent's Bestial and destroy it, which guarantees that this goes back to your hand for an extra disruption. And if they already nib you, then they just had the nib, and you still have full combo anyway later on, because remember, we have not used our normal summon yet at all. So, from here, we add back the Altergeist Azamina. Now we activate it. We're going to reveal Ilia Sylvia, our Omni Negate. We're going to send the Slumber to the graveyard to special summon Ilia Sylvia. Now the rest of our combos are protected by 3 different negations, which is insane. New chain, you can go ahead and activate Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morian. If it's in the graveyard and you have a level 5 or higher illusion monster on the field, you can just set it to your field. So set that for free. It's a Book of Moon for a special summon monster on your opponent's turn. Now, we can go normal summon Altergeist Malseek. Now, this next card is called Where Art Thou? If you control a face-up level 1 monster, add 1 level 1 monster from your deck to your hand. During the end phase of this turn, take 2,000 damage if you did not normal summon the added monster or a card with the same name after activating this card. So we're threatened with losing 2,000 life points, but I'll show you that we're actually going to end up normal summoning the card that we're going to add off of this, which is hilarious. So you're going to go ahead and add Altergeist Pukri. Papa Pisai, you already used your normal summon on Altergeist Malseek. What are you talking about? I will tell you, young Padawan. So, we're going to link summon with the Pukri in our hand with the Malseek on the field to summon Altergeist Hextia. Chainlink 1 is Malseek to search. Chainlink 2 is the Pukri to add itself back to your hand once per duel. So add that right back, and then Malseek will go ahead and search a copy of Malwisp. Malwisp will trigger in your hand to special summon itself. On summon, it'll activate its effect to special summon from graveyard. Boop. All right, from here, you can go ahead and link away your Malseek and your Hextia for your Prime Banshee. This will actually trigger your Hextia to search any Altergeist card, period. So you're going to go ahead and search Manifestation, which guarantees some nice follow-up because you're going to link climb into your Altergeist Link monster, which is broken. Now, there's 2 different routes that you can take here. You can either get your access to your Multi-Faker, or you can get that additional normal summon to protect your life points from that 2,000 damage. I like the normal summon here because you get to end on SP Little Knight, full Altergeist combo, full Fiendsmith combo, and full Azamina combo in this instance. So I'm going to go that route. So I'm going to use Prime Banshee. I'm going to tribute the Malwisp to special summon from deck. So now remember, you normal summon an Altergeist Multi-Faker from deck, and then you link these 2 away for Adminia, and then Prime Banshee adds this back to your hand so you can summon Silquidus from your deck. We already milled Silquidus in the graveyard. Don't forget the cards that you play in your deck and how many of them you play. So in this instance, which is why I wanted to be able to talk to you guys while I'm doing these combos instead of just doing it in tournament, because I don't want my opponent to know all these intricacies, you special summon your Altergeist Paratrader here. Now, when this goes to the graveyard from the field, it dumps. That'll dump your Revitalization, which will give you your extra normal summon to get this dang Pukri out of your hand. All right, next up, we're going to link these two OA for your Altergeist Azamina. So this is the steel card. So, and it also sets on summon. So Chainlink 1 to set from your deck, Chainlink 2 to dump, and then Chainlink 3, you're chain blocking here. Let's add back some follow-up. The only good card to add here is Mellowseek, because not only does it search when it goes to the graveyard, it can also attack directly and send cards from the field to the graveyard when it does damage. So you're going to definitely add the Mellowseek back to your hand as follow-up. Then you're going to dump off the Paratrader, resolving Chainlink 2. Remember, we still have Failover in the graveyard as well, which is insane. Wait. Uh-oh. Did I already have it in the graveyard? That's hilarious. I not only have Failover, I also have Revitalization in the graveyard, so that's both. But I did trigger the Paratrader, which was a legal activation, and it says Altergeist card. So you don't have to send a trap. So I'm just going to dump an Altergeist card to graveyard. I'm going to dump the Multi-Faker here. And here's why. You can special summon it back with the Manifestation later on, and that will give you an extra disruption. So you can dump the Faker. Or you can just add it to your hand with Failover. This is actually insane. It's at this position that I will set the off of Altergeist Azamina. I'll set the Altergeist Protocol, which is another negate and destroy. This test hand was actually unbelievably insane. It's going to be so many disruptions that I'll go through at the end of the combo for you guys. Like, it's actually unreal how many disruptions this is. Now, to make sure that we don't lose 2,000 life points at the end of the turn, we're going to go ahead and trigger our Revitalization for our additional normal summon of an Altergeist monster. We want to keep our Mellowseek for follow-up, so we're going to normal summon our Pukri. Pukri, yay! All right, sheesh. Then we're going to link the LZ Azamina and the Altergeist Pukri to summon our final disruption, SP Little Knight. We're going to set our Altergeist Manifestation. I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, you can do this during your opponent's turn, but I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to activate Altergeist Failover. I'm going to add back the copy of Multi-Faker, I guess. You could wait until your opponent's turn and then add the Malwisp to special summon 2 bodies to chum block and then add follow-up or whatever. But I'm going to add the Multi-Faker just because it's hilarious, even though the Mellowseek is still, or the Silquitus is still in the graveyard. So from here, I want to go over the disruptions. There's no reason to summon Faker on your opponent's turn because you would much rather summon the Lacrima to dump the Fiendsmith in Paradise. So during end phase, what's going to happen is you're going to trigger your Deception of the Sinful Spells to set it back to your field for further follow-up. So we drew a bunch of bonus cards. So we went plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We went plus 6 on this combo, but the disruptions are amazing, and they are layered. So disruption number 1 is the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring we managed to keep in our hand the whole time. Broken. The next disruption is the Sinful Spells of Slumber Morian, which is Book of Moon. So that's 2. The third disruption is the Lacrima, targeting the Requiem. Special summon, put Lacrima back into your deck. Requiem cost, special Lacrima. Lacrima effect to dump the Fiendsmith in Paradise. Fiendsmith in Paradise effect cost to dump the Desiree. Desiree to return the Requiem to your extra deck. To send a card your opponent controls to the graveyard for our third disruption. Our fourth and fifth disruptions are the DDD Wave High King Caesar negation. Our sixth disruption is the SP Little Knight Banish. Our seventh interruption is the Azamina Ilia Sylvia negate. Our eighth disruption is the Azamina to send a card you control like Lacrima to steal one of your opponent's monsters and treat it as an Altergeist monster. So this is an Altergeist monster, so that's 8. 9 is using Manifestation to bring back your either Silquitus or your Hextia. Silquitus, since you guys are Altergeist players, you know that you can bounce like the Manifestation or the Protocol back to your hand as cost to bounce one of your opponent's cards. But I think that this set up a very nice opportunity. We can actually summon Hextia here, pointing to the monster that we stole from our opponent off of the Azamina effect, which actually creates it, or makes it into an Altergeist monster. So we can actually use Hextia's spell and trap negation, tributing the monster and sending it to their graveyard as cost to negate one of their spells and traps, their power spell and traps, their last haymaker that they're trying to make. And then finally, disruption number 10 is Altergeist Protocol, tribute Hextia as cost to negate and destroy something, and then Hextia resolving, searching for even further follow-up. Now you have a choice between Paratrader or Meloseek, or if you really want to play Marionetter, you can search your Marionetter, but it's not that good in this strategy, because we are a combo, and Haunted Rock is a brick. So, that is the 10 interruption final combo that I'm going for in this video. This video was 30 minutes long. Shout out to those troopers that were able to watch this, especially if you didn't do it on 2x speed, because I watch everything on 2x speed. But you know what? I probably talk so fast because I watch everything on 2x speed that you can't watch my content on 2x speed. Irony. So yeah, 10 disruptions. So this deck is real, and it is consistent. And as you can see in the tournament, I did decently well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to clutch out a victory, but I did get 7th place out of, it was a 5-round tournament, so it was more than 17 people. I think it was more like mid-20s. So 7th place is not too bad. I'd consider that a top 8. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next one.